Ay, Chihuahua! Friday night. Three simple rules in life, and it applies to everything I feel. Playing a little bit of Elevators, my baby in the background. In case you don't believe me. We're busting all these records for the Christmas break. So Friday night. And also what occurred, which is crazy, I can't tag people anymore. Why am I unable to tag people? Because there's freaking haters out there that get mad about me tagging people. 3 simple rules of life. I'm listening to the Elevators, my baby. 3 simple rules in life. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. If you don't take steps, you will always be the same spot. And I guess I'm being very truthful right now in a sense that we had Friday night, I go on a 17-day vacation, which I'll be going on tour. And besides doing all that little wonderful softball tour stuff, what was I going to say? It's been a wonderful evening, all that. But I always love these one thing memes. And, here's another little one. That's right. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. Thank you all coming on for Friday night. I'm going to set it up a little bit better here for this glorious Friday. And, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go live tonight or not. So I'm just going to cover a bunch of little things. Oh, you like the Elevators, Sherry? Great band. I just wanted to get on. Today I start my Christmas vacation. I'll show you, but I did drop some stuff off to, what is it called? Like an area where homeless people hang out, because we had like a little fiasco today, and plus I always get food and stuff, and I leave little bags for them, especially now that it's cold. I do want to thank Josh Moran. Other things that I've done is that he gave me a bunch of his clothes, which I have a little area in my room where kids are kind of like embarrassed, I guess. But with those clothes that Josh gave me, as well as some other people, I have a little pile. And during this time and towards spring break, I just leave them out for the kids to get as many as you want. Just gather them, carry them, take them. And they're okay, especially, because, sometimes their peers can be rough, but it's all right. But this is a great song. And, sometimes, like, when we have these parties, you communicate, "What's up, JBI?" Like, I'm not going fast, but I goof around and I say some stuff sometimes. And it isn't necessarily going 0 to 100 or going from here to there or whatever, which I'll get into another time. But, it's just how deep my mind thinks. And, you're enjoying your Friday evening. You just kind of truth serum. You get a little bold. What's up, Kenny? So, before moving on, I don't know if you're able to, but if you did not see the chat that I just recently had with David Velasquez, you got to go check that out. That sucker is good. It's deep. I haven't had chats that good since I had Mark DiChico. And that's pretty hard to do. But if you haven't got a chance, go check out Tuesday and listen to my chat with David Velasquez. Says a lot of things. And honestly, I did not want to talk, I don't like skewed stuff. And I'm very honest and I'm straight with you all. And, prior to going on live, he's like, "What are we talking about?" I said, "Everything." I did tell him, but we're not going to talk about my bat. I don't want to think I'm bringing you on so you can talk to about my bat, our company, California Bat, Senior Bat Company, or talk highly, I totally wanted to talk on other things. But no, he told me, "I insist, I'm going to talk about it." And if you know Dave, if Dave says what he wants to say, he's going to do it. But as I said, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out that video, then check it out. Secondly, a little side thing. tomorrow I will be out at Twin Creeks playing. I'm going to be playing in the D, which is the Open. I'm looking forward to show a lot of you young bucks that the old guys still can get it done. So keep your eyes open. If you guys are scouting, watch my games. I'm telling you, this is the last year I'm going to make an attempt to play some serious men's ball. Because, I do 40s, I do 50s. If I was to be a 12th guy or get on a B team, which I'd prefer, or even a C, B team, maybe even A as a backup or whatever, I would pretty much cancel out playing 40s. Because the 50s we play once a month, and it wouldn't interfere with that schedule. But what are you going to get from me? You're going to get a lot. Especially you guys who try players out and you have this turnover and stuff, I'll guarantee you, the way I play, the way I'm shaping stuff, I'll make the squad and I'll stay on the squad and I'll be productive with the squad. But most importantly, when it comes to war, my war will be great on your team. And you just got to ignore the age, you got to ignore the naysayers, and you got to say, I'm going to do what's best for my team. Whether it's me or another proven veteran. A lot of you new teams that are playing C's or B's, you guys think you need this guy and this guy, or this guy's the next flavor of the month is going to help you win. No, you need leadership. You need experience. You need credentials. You need those things to kind of guide those new guys, the younger guys. And if you don't, then you may have a kind of a rough year like a lot of these other teams that kind of looked over some of these proven veterans. And I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about others. But while I'm there this weekend at the Creeks, and I'll also be at BLD Manteca on Sunday, we're going to have ourselves some CBD. And if you're interested in buying CBD or trying CBD tomorrow or Sunday, look for me. And I'll give you a couple shots in the morning and midday. And if you're not feeling better, if you're not feeling different, then I get it. But I'll guarantee you will. There is no THC. The biggest thing that happens with people when I give them the CBD, they think they're going to get a head trip, bad trip, or their mind's going to wander. It's not like that. It's no difference in taking Advil. I will say, though, the mental focusness, or sometimes I'm a little more geared, like more hyper, but you're not going to feel anything like you were smoking dope or whatever. The Creeks, well, they wanted me to play at 7, but I had my radiator go out on my little commuter Honda. So I got to take that to my good friend, the Mad Hungarian Eldon, in the morning. And then I'll come back home, get my stuff, and head out. So I have my men's game at 1 o'clock. And then I know with the seniors, there's 4 games. So I'm going to miss the 7 o'clock game, unfortunately. But we're going to be out there. But if you want CBD, you got to look for me. Okay? Secondly, if you're interested, just got a big old shipment of West Coast Legend shirts. If you want the little Mexican one, there's 2 kinds. There's one here with the pinstripes, has the West Coast Legends logo on the one sleeve, California Bat Company on the other. We got the wonderful little Mexican, as well as West Coast Legends. So we got this shirt for you. But if you don't want to go with the Mexican Raza colors, then we got another shirt for you. And this is the original shirt. And if you just wanted to say West Coast Legend in red, and as I said, they're official. Look at this. See how they stretch there? That's when you know they're not Pakistan shirts, you know? They're not from Pakistan. Look at that. With the West Coast Legend moniker. I do these, and I'm telling you right now, I am the cheapest dude out there. Period, regardless. Nobody matches it. And as I said, my stuff is not from Pakistan, because Pakistan stuff is not this good. You see what I mean? They're stretchy. The Pakistan ones, they're not as elastic. They don't stretch as much. Okay. And I also got the black West Coast Legend, which is the first one, and I really like. So if you're interested, I will have these tomorrow. Look for me, and I got 2 dozen. The last time I already sold a dozen of these guys. No, I actually sold 2 dozen because Joseph Prock and the California Bat Company shop had these out there. Well, we made another order and we got it. We'll have them tomorrow. Look for me. So we're going to have all those guys out there. Next, to have fun and talk about. Friday, Saturday, we got the vacation. As long as I've been working as a teacher and stuff, what I've always liked is the winter break. I have 17 days off. It gives me opportunity to watch movies. One of those movies I always love to watch is because of my mama. I bring my mama to my house for Christmas. She lives with me half the time, but she's with me for Christmas. I make sure of it. And we watch Titanic, and we also watch Grease. Two movies that I really enjoy and love watching with my mom. Titanic and Grease. But these movies I got, they're snuggy-dovey movies, kickback movies, board movies. First one, if you've never seen Man on the Moon, great movie. Talks about the life of Andrew Kaufman, who was a guy like an alien from a different planet. Movie's funny. It follows his career. But you gotta, I don't know, it's not a movie everybody likes. You're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it, just because of the flow. The first time I watched this movie, I liked it, but after I watched it again and I paid closer attention, then I kind of got a better idea exactly what that movie was. And I would highly recommend it. It's a great movie. I enjoy it. And as I tell people, I only have good movies. I only own good movies. Yes, Kenny, you're a good man. Leadership, hustle, knowledge of the game, and doing what it takes to win. Can play multiple positions and be an Indian on a team full of Chiefs. Winner. That's what I appreciate that, Kenny. But other things, I think sometimes, and this is going to go to my chat when I'm talking about people decide, if you've been fortunate, I've been, not as much now, but when I was younger, I've had the fortunate that I had a couple of teams that were interested in my services. And a lot of times when it came that way, I wanted to be familiar with the program, familiar with the coaching, the sponsorship, and everything, to know what it was like, if it was a good thing for me. All right? And I don't think there's ever been a sponsor that can actually say that I was a guy that did not ring the bell. And I've never been a package deal. I had to come and do it and play. And that's when I tell you guys, or Dave was sharing on that last thread, is you got to put the work. A lot of guys think they belong there, but they don't have the work ethic to stay there. And that's kind of what I mean when sometimes people pop their head above water and they last a little longer and they go back down, is because they feel they belong there, but they don't put the work there. Or they feel the sponsor, the coach, is going to be my buddy and they won't cut me or bench me, but that's not the way it works. Part 2, Wedding Crashers. Hilarious, man. Vince Vaughn and what's the other homeboy's name? Owen Wilson. Hilarious movie. Deep movie. Great dialogue. Offbeat. Humor. They go to an area that you're like, what the hell are they talking about? That's why I like it so much. Wedding Crashers. And the last one, which I'm sure I'm going to watch it. I love this one. What's up, punk rock Matt McGee? La Bamba. My Richie. I love this movie. This movie is deep. It touches me, especially when he passes away. I totally relate. If you want an idea what the Mexican culture of a family first migrated from Mexico, the first generation assimilated. Mama Valens. Watch the movie. It's a great movie if you have not seen it. I highly recommend it. All right? I still got a lot of different topics and a lot of different stuff. And I don't even know where to go with it. But because I saw someone go on here, that's where I'm going to go right now. And I'm going to do it all in good fun. Okay? So, you may have heard me. You may have talked about it. But this weekend, Palm Springs, a guy that I'll vouch for. I almost call him the right-handed JBI. And I was very happy, very fortunate to be able to play with this guy this year. Always communicated, always chatted, have the same passion. What's up, Memo? How you doing? But I was very fortunate to play with them, and I've actually developed a really good friendship with this guy. And you've heard me say it. And you want to know who I'm talking about? You do not know who I'm talking about? You should. But if you know, I'm talking about Dan Romero! Who's Dan Romero? Why, my friends? That's Dan Romero. That's Ryan Bigley, and that's me with the cone head there. But that is Dan Romero. Oh, that one isn't enough for you? You still don't know who Dan Romero is? Here you go. Dan Romero. This is my man Rad right there. Homework shirt. That's Dan Romero. And all good fun. I'm going to tell you a story about Dan Romero. And we've shared this with our share of guys. Dan Romero is a great teammate. But besides that, I always known him as a great teammate, great guy. But getting an opportunity to actually really watch him play and play with them, the guy's legit, top notch. I would put him up in the West Coast top 4 pitcher by far. And he can swing it a little bit. And really like the guy, knowledgeable of the game. He is a master of the 11, 12-foot art. But besides that, he is also a master of pitching as far back from the rubber as you can go. And if you're not paying attention, he may go back 10 feet. And that is the thinking mind pitcher. And that's why he's a winner. This year alone, winning a couple worlds, got him some players. SSUH with the team that were just showing up, they took second place. Yeah, where there was times we battled them. I didn't know if we were going to get beat him the first game when we won the 50 and over Major Plus World Series. And I'm talking about Dan Romero, who's going to be pitching with JK this weekend. Good, I'm happy for you, man. Good group of guys. You got some top-notch players, Hall of Famers. You're going to Palm Springs, and you belong. And they're going to probably treat you really well. They're going to, you already played a tournament at the 50, but they're going to appreciate you. And, when it comes to picking on a team, you should be appreciated by what you do. And being appreciated means you don't pick up fucking 18, 19, 20 motherfuckers when the players you have already are performing. You know what I mean? And as I'm saying, with JK over there, if you're at your age, over 50, going on a 40 Major Plus top tier team, you're doing it right. And actually people who know the game, people that win are actually seeing it. Because sometimes guys that run teams, they don't see it. You have to get that acknowledgement, that accredited portion is when other teams, your rival teams, want you to be appreciated. Just like me a couple years back when I was with Prestige and they were trying to debate what was going on. Your left fielder wasn't your problem. The guy was your top 3 hitter year in and year out. And I still established that where I'm at. This year, front row, Major Plus, 2 times I was under 700. One was a 4 for 7 where I had to do a little fucking shitting rotating shit, which I ain't gonna do that bullshit if I'm fucking hitting it. And another time I hit 640 something, I think it was, or 650. Other than that, well over 700. I was all tourney of the last 3 tournaments. 2 at the USSSA States and another national regional. Plus at SSUSH, I was close to 800, but we didn't get all those games in. So if we would have probably won it because they're limited, I really felt I would have won another all tourney. But can't do it. But another thing is, I'm open. I'd like to stick on the West Coast, but that's not really easy to do. And I'm going to throw it out there. If you want to try me out at a Major Plus team, try me out. You let me play a whole weekend in my position. I'll play left field, second base, first base, maybe. But if you want to see what this old guy can do, then you can do it. The reason I don't like fucking rotating, and I don't think I deserve to rotate, because my stats prove it, okay? But when you guys see a guy rotating that's never rotated, or a guy's on a team kind of sitting there and coming in there playing 60% of the games, obviously it crosses your mind. Is he benched because he's not hitting? He ain't defensively playing? What's wrong? With me, there wasn't shit fucking wrong. And I'm open. I don't talk bullshit. And if those of you watched me play the last 12 years at least in senior softball, let alone when I played on these conference events or with the B teams and different people that I played with, watch closely. I'm a difference maker. My WAR is great. And I don't just say that. I'm a realist. If I ain't getting it done or playing to the capability that I feel I need to, I'll say sit me down. But I don't think people say sit down. And that's my whole thing. I ain't, like I said, you got to watch the game closely. You got to really watch not just myself, but some players. There's players, there's impact players, okay? Impact players make plays. Impact players are around the ball. Whether they make the play or not, they're around the ball, okay? You know, sometimes people may see me in the infield, I make 12 steps and it goes off my glove, or I don't quite make the play, or maybe I don't throw the guy out at first, but guess what? The guy who hit the ball because I'm playing deep or I'm reading him isn't getting a base hit double. See, that's the shit people, I mean, it's kind of weird that people don't like break down the game and see the little things, the little intangibles. I was talking to someone, I don't say this a lot, I don't like to toot my horn, but let me share something with you. I was talking to someone and I said, you want to know the difference between a superstar and a star? Or do you want to know the difference between an average player and a great player? First, it's what's between the ears. Okay? That means knowledge, understanding. You don't trip batting in the first inning with the bases loaded or the seventh inning down by 3 runs with the bases loaded. Okay? It's beyond the little things. That's why you have these teams, Ryan, that not necessarily in the hunt, but they can't figure out why can't we win. Okay? It's because of the little things. What's up, Gabe? And that's the shit you got to figure out. Winners do little shit. The average guy plays defense in the same spot. They ain't trying to change the game up. Okay? The difference between a superstar, and a star is a superstar gets the 2-out hit. The superstar gets more times than not the walk-off, base hit, home run. The superstar makes the play deep in the hole. The superstar makes a great catch on the run in the gap. The superstar gets the rally started. The star just fills it in. Right? You ever think about that? That's why you always got to really think about it. But sometimes the star who's on a border of being a superstar, they talk shit about the superstar. What's up, Brandon? Or they don't want the superstar on them because they challenge them. Because over my years and careers, even playing men's ball, a lot in men's ball, I'm being fucking honest. Ooh, I'm dropping bombs. Maybe I should show that little thing where it says language, offensive language, the Dave Velasquez thing. But I know there's been people, and it's still to this day, that you got haters that they don't want someone like me. I'm vocal, I'm straight, but I'm not an asshole. I'm very approachable. I enjoy talking to people. But I'll put it on them. Anybody. And I will compete, and I will do and play at a very high level. But that can be intimidating to some people, because if you're the sponsor or you're the coach, you say, I got to listen to this guy. Oh, Leroy's crazy, or this guy's crazy, or this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. If you're believing the guy, if you want to be a smart coach, a smart sponsor, then you could listen to what people say, but you got to investigate and watch. And if you're not doing that, then your team is probably not going to do that well. If you're not having those people scouting those people, if you hear someone say, nah, not that guy, make sure you go check out that guy. Because that guy may be a big difference maker for your team. Okay? That's the thing. I like exposing shit. That's what a lot of things like, hold on, check it out. I'm going to put that at warning! Contains strong language. That's always a possibility. What's up, Mark? What's up, LP? But as I'm sharing with you right now, those are the little things that make a great team. The average guy, the heartbeat hitter, mean 700, 500, 600, 400, 700, 600, 800, 400. That's a heartbeat hitter. I like the flat line over 7. But occasionally you're going to get this. Just hanging out, brother. Happy holidays to you. I hope things are good out there near Maricopa. What's up, compa? How you doing? Looking forward to seeing you all weekend. Hanging out and doing the things we do. But you got to pay attention to that shit. If you have that player Like if you have a backup player and you have this guy and he's in your ear. See, that's what I hate about big rosters, because you're always trying to fight guys and you're screwing guys. And see, I've always been a guy, and I already prove it. I'll leave your team and I'll beat your ass. Because if I'm familiar with your players, I know how to play your beaters. I want to beat your ass. You know? It's like when they're talking about anybody who played with Andy or anybody could hit Andy good, they pick him up just because you could try to beat Andy. Me, like when I have played, I have never had a losing record against a team that I stopped playing for. Believe it or not. I haven't. Not at all. Okay? I'm going to do it again next year. You know, my front row ties, love the guys in front row. Enjoy playing front row. Texas was a tough thing. I could do it. I'm a teacher. I can go anywhere I want. But let me tell you something. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. If I didn't play with Fat Boys or the Fat Boys Prestige Court like I did when I stopped playing a year, I'm going to beat you. Because I know how to beat you. And I bring the intangibles and I find a way to beat you out. And if my team's receptive, I'm going to fucking beat you. I stop hitters. I stop teams. I get in their heads. I get them to focus on me than their game. But I know how to play them. I always bring the fire. Maybe it's because it's a CBD, compa. Yeah. So, next week I'm hoping to have with the California Bat Company, we have 2 selective guys. And we just don't pick anybody. We're very not cliquish, but we're special when it comes to the people that we bring into our organization. We're not gonna ride a guy. We want them to ride us. Okay? What we're doing, and me as a player, whatever guy, Joseph Proc, let them know what the hell is my title. I have influence on the people I want to bring to our establishment, our program. We're not going to ride you. You're going to ride us. You're going to want to be part of us. But there's things that we look for to make our company grow. Okay? We're not picking a softball team. We're not looking for this name guy or this name guy. It's more along the guys that probably should have had a bat by them or sponsored by a bat company, but were overlooked because of the other guys. Okay? And just like in softball, I'm going to beat you. Tell them, Proc. When it comes to the technology and stuff and those people I've talked with and kind of started sharing my ideas, I'm an athlete and I'm going to beat you because I'm going to figure out a way to be the best. That's what champions do. We don't bitch. We don't stay on the sidelines. We figure out how we're going to win. And like Michael Jordan, you're going to challenge me, you're going to talk shit, or you're going to put a rise into the little Mexican, I'm going to beat you. And that's what we're doing. Because what I got going on right now with Mr. Proc and some of the new technology and some of the things we're going to do, because we're still feeling it out. I'm so happy and ecstatic at the turnout we're getting with our bats. But it ain't going to stop there. We're lifelong learners. We ain't going to stop there. Mr. Proc, how about it? Director of Player Personnel. That is right. Just watch us fly, baby. Watch us fly. First, it's NorCal, California, West Coast, then the world. And we're coming at you and we're spreading like fungus. But you got to be the right guy. Remember, we don't get the favorite guy. We want the right guy. Hey, Mike, if you're at Twin Creeks tomorrow, or if you're at BLD on Sunday, could you bring the prototype? You got in your bag right now a prototype of the 2023 prototype of the Little Mexican with some new technology. We're going to make the damn thing more durable. We're going to make it so you want to buy 2 bats or 3 bats to last your year. 2 bats will cover you for the year, especially with the performance and the feel. We're going to another level. You heard the Dave Velasquez thing. We're putting in our work. We're listening to what the players like. We're listening to what the players hate. We're listening what the players are looking for, and we're designing that bat. What's up, Chris? How you doing? We are designing that bat. If you're at Twin Creeks tomorrow, I'm going to have a couple little Mexicans. My good partner and CEO, Joseph Proc's going to be out there, and we're going to have some stuff for you to demo or also to purchase. Let us know. We will also be out there at BLD on Sunday. If you're looking for stuff, you're looking for swag, like, woohoo! And this is the cool one because it's got sheepskin. Okay. And then we got these guys. Yeah. And this is a new improved. And we got this sucker in sheepskin coming. But come hit. Thanks for saying, "Oh, what's up, Mike? I won't be here this week, and I'll find you somewhere." I may be in your neighborhood next Monday or Tuesday. Actually, yeah, I do want to say that. I'm probably going to be in the area. I'm hoping to do a bat demo day. I know BLD in Manteca on Tuesdays used to be open after 11 o'clock, and I would really like to use our bats in a field where you can actually see what we're getting off the ball and a better visual, because you know, if we're blasting them over the fence or over the net at BLD, you're going to be able to see that. So I'm maybe looking to do that Tuesday because I think I'm going to be in your area. But Mike, if you know anyone going to BLD on Sunday, if they can send the bat with me, that'll be fine. But if not, I guess I'll somehow connect with you Monday or Tuesday. Okay, because I want to get that back, because also I want to show some of this new technology as we go live. And I'm not going to tell you the secrets of what we got going on there, but I'm pretty excited on there. Next thing I want to show. My last name. What the hell is the problem with my last name? It's actually, we like, as a Mexican person, we like to say Dosal. But my last name is pronounced Dosal. Sometimes people say Dozal. It's not Dozal. As my tío Vito would say, it's not Dosal. It is Dosal. Or my uncle Chito, Dosal. My last name is Dosal. But if you want to know it for the average person, it's Dozal. But as you see, I got a jersey here that we had last year for the Fat Boys Prestige team. And sure enough, Nacho! I was a Doza! Nacho, a year and a half playing with you, and I was a Doza? But I get it. And then the next one, my man Proc, because we're going to have a little California bat team. We're going to be doing Challenge Cup, possibly. We'll figure it out this weekend. But here's a little jersey that we'll be wearing this weekend. But look at this. Dozell! What in tarnations? Look. See that? Why can't anyone? You know, that's happened 3 times with me with the last name. In that sense. I mean, I played with Sal Gavalter. We won a world. Remember the Hoyes boys? It was Deaf Worlds. Those motherfuckers got it right. Dozell. Look at this. Dozell. Okay. Also, what I'm going to have this weekend, if shit, some good old-fashioned Chihuahuas. What better way than to show your buddies to kiss it than going out and buying yourself an Chihuahua jersey. Check it out. Facebook friends. You know, goddamn it, JBI, I tell people, come through me. Now, what's up, Gabe? Oh, I got you. Hey, thanks, Gabe. I appreciate everything, man. That's kind of cool. So, next I'm going to show. I'm going to be having Gabe Courtney, I believe, coming onto my show next week, and he's one of our guys on the other side of the continent, or the other side of the state, or the nation, helping us move California bats, as well as Mr. Sobe. So I do want to show you this, but most importantly, why I want to show you this video here is because I want to show you one of the main great guys behind the scenes. He is the reason there is a California bat company. And he's not outspoken. pretty chill.
That's exactly what I was
Pretty
saying.
quiet. But you see me around with him a lot. And he's the 6 foot wonder. I'm talking about Joseph Prock. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you. And this is off, I believe, Ken's page. Yeah, Kevin Scobey. I'm going to be doing one of these pretty shortly, too. They got Joseph Prock.
He's in Texas, checking out this tent.
This is at the USSSA World.
He's in Kentucky, referred me over here, said he talked to him on the phone. I actually saw the tent set up with X Velocity, so I wanted to meet the guy because I heard some good stuff about him. Check out his pads. I wanted to give him an opportunity on social media to talk about his pads. This is obviously a senior world tournament for U-Trip, and I saw the tent set up. They got cool gear. Got hats over there. I like the fact he's letting you test pads and see which one you like to feel. But I feel like he needs to be able to express the difference in the pads. That way, when you get an opportunity to try, you know the difference. The bat I like is Joseph, and the bat I like the best was this red one. Tell me why you think that this red one fit my swing better.
This bed actually was a little stiffer. Doesn't have quite a flex in it like the Sammy does. So somebody that has a tougher hard swing like yourself can this bed really well. Come off the bat, it's very hot. The compression test about 320 in the wrapper. So yeah, very hot.
Nice. And when I walked up, I said, man, I see you got a lot of fast to try. And he's like, well, how fast do you swing? And I was like, well, close to 100. And of course, he's like, yeah, right. And he said, well, if you hit 100, hit this one. Because this is supposedly the stiffest balance. It's got the one piece.
That's the little Mexican. I made it to be durable. I made it to be stiffer.
This is like where we grew up in the era of BJ Fultz, Mayhem.
Yes.
The Melee,
to break in, a little breaking pitch. Swing the hell out of it. You tell him, Scobie.
Yeah, this one's actually been compared to the building tournament.
Very windy that week. Let me see if we can get him shooting. Oh, we don't. I thought we would. He was busting 100.
You're going to hit 90, 80 to 100 on that speed.
So go check out that channel. He does some live stuff. You know, we got great people doing a lot of great things, representing, and we're not finding the favorite guy or the guy people expect us to pick up. Like, you know, like sometimes these conference teams and stuff, they're getting this guy and that guy because they think it's the favorite guy, or the guy says, bring my homeboy or whatever, and you end up getting yourself kicked in the ass because the guy sucked or he didn't meet, you know, your expectations, or he was hyper. When you have a guy pushing hard for somebody, it's usually their fucking homeboy that they can room with, drive with, and maybe that driver's the guy who buys them fucking McDonald's every morning and shit. You don't want those kind of motherfuckers. You want a guy who's never been a package deal. You want a guy who's going to come and fucking ball and be straight and fucking win. Because chemistry comes with winning. Chemistry doesn't come with jerking each other in the parking lot. Chemistry doesn't come kicking back in the bar. Chemistry comes by playing together, people together, similar-minded, with the same goal, the same focus, you know? You want to see chemistry, go see BP. When you have fucking 9 guys kicking back where the guy's hitting and you have 3 or 4 guys shagging, no chemistry, okay? Chemistry is everybody is accountable and everybody's an equal and everybody does everything that you're supposed to do. That's the shit that wins. Because the best teams I was on, we had that. Sure, you had 1 or 2 fucking lame ducks that would kick back because they're fat asses and lazy. And those were usually our pie eaters that wouldn't go out and shag. You want to know chemistry, if you got good chemistry, is when you say BP's at 8, but if you have motherfuckers showing at 8:30 walking in, everyone's like, hey, what's up? Like, thank you, you made it, we're going to win. Fuck that guy, because everybody's replaceable in softball. And the thing about a winner and the thing about a guy who's passionate, you don't have to worry about him. You're not going to have to make that decision. A lot of times guys get themselves the fuck out. If you're riding a guy like that, then you're going to be a losing squad. Or if you're okay with it, more power to you. But if you want to be an elite team, you want to be a top team, you got to put everybody accountable. That is fucking chemistry, okay? Because I want to tell you guys, if you're that guy who shows up late all the time, people are going to welcome you, but people aren't going to be honest. I'll guarantee you, people are talking shit when you're hitting, whether it's 1, 2, 3 guys saying, where the fuck's he at? I don't know why this at. You know, that happens. And I don't think that's cancerous. I think that's actually something you should pay close attention to. Because as a manager, sponsor, coach, if you're not backing up your 9, 10, 11 guys and you're catering to 1 or 2, you'll never have chemistry and you're never going to win a world. Because there's some teams out there within the last 10 years, 15. I'd say as long as I've been playing senior softball, there's been teams that you would think they would win world, but they got those two fuckers that are cancerous, and that's why they don't fucking win. It's not always about talent. Good chemistry is finding the pieces. You know, when you reconstruct a team, you don't say we're not gonna get rid of that guy because he's not the favorite guy. No. You gotta find out who's the cancer. Who is the baggage? Who's the guy you gotta carry? Who's the guy in your ear? That's experience. You want to see some bling? Maybe next show I'll show you the bling that I want. Okay? I don't talk about it. I'm well deep, well over 30. If I was to purchase rings like through senior softball and stuff, and they're all through senior too. Men's, I've won my share of worlds. So I know what it takes to win at the men's level, at the B level, C level, win worlds, competitive level, like an Hispanic world. I'm your guy. I mean, there's a lot of guys, but if you don't have a guy like me and you're not winning the worlds and you're dishing out money, then you better fucking find some dudes like me. Find dudes with credentials. Because winning the world isn't say, oh, this guy's good, oh, we're going to have a good, fuck, no. You need to find winners, passionate guys that can do it. What's up, Kyle? I want to talk senior softball. If you don't know your new Triple SA senior softball director, I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the hat or maybe I'm just talking trash, but Kyle Looney, man. Open-minded. Next thing I'm going to talk about. A while back, I was in Texas, and while I was in Texas, I was going to go home Monday, but I decided to get in a flight Sunday night because the tournament ended early. But that Monday morning, around the time that I was going to fly out, you had somebody come into the airport at Dallas Love Field and start shooting the motherfucker up. I'm cussing a lot. Well, if you were in Vegas for the AWS Worlds, you may have known this, you may not have known this, but this was that same weekend, or the Monday. A former Marine who allegedly threatened to carry out a mass shooting in Las Vegas Strip has been arrested after his ex-girlfriend alerted authorities, according to the police. Oh, that's what happened. He wanted to shoot up the Strip, but his wife got involved with it. And the scary thing about this guy, that was the weekend we were there for AWS. So I want to thank the dear Lord for blessing me, to finding compassion in this guy's heart, as well as having his girlfriend report him that he was going to do that. Because we could have been on the Strip and this guy could have opened fire and blasted some dudes, man. So, blessed about that. Okay? God works in fun ways. He works in great ways. Oh, I don't know if I want to get into that one. Well, you know, I'm going to get in this one. I think everyone this weekend, here's your goal. What I'm going to show you right now is what I feel you should challenge every umpire and let the director know. Because a lot of you guys that don't pay attention to detail, don't be sheep, don't be a zombie, don't be someone who doesn't pay attention. You should get what you paid for. But here it is. And I've talked about this before. Tournament directors, can we make it a policy that umpires start the game clock when the first pitch is thrown and not at home plate meeting? Clock should start when the game starts, not when ground rules are being discussed. Again, directors, can we make it a policy that umpires start the game clock when the first pitch is thrown and not at home plate meeting? Clock should start when the game starts, not when ground rules are being discussed. Okay, let me tell you something, dude. First off, as a teacher, I'm responsible for managing. Managing. If you're an umpire, manage time, okay? Managing time isn't taking fucking 15-minute breaks in between games. I've umpired, okay? Bring a seat, sit in the dugout, take a quick 5-minute break. If you're behind schedule, don't let the other team go on the field. Say, hey, coin flip. Anytime I've ever umpired, I would do the coin flip, and I'll say, guess what, guys? I will let you know I'm going to start the clock in 2 minutes. Give you 2 minutes to get your asses in here, say whatever you say, and go, especially if you're behind schedule. That is the right thing to do. I hate umpires after you flip the coin, clock's on. Bullshit. When have you seen a major league game or professional game that they say clock's on right now? Does that ever happen? No, not at all. And I completely agree. Are you there? Then good. Hold on. Hold on. I am slow. I just said something. You know how people say slow down? I do slow down. But, you know, you get fun, you get excited, you blast things, whatever. You know what I mean, man? But I am slow. I am slowed down, you know. But sometimes you see, like right now, I could be sending some subliminal messages, and when you text something, it doesn't always come out the way where your head's at, but you just say it. Or sometimes I may tell you something, I don't even think you're going to connect on it, but sometimes the chosen ones connect, right? So this weekend, I challenge you, take your clock, say I'm on Verizon time, show your cell phone, and say, all right, buddy, check it out. Why are you starting my time? Because I'll tell you what umpires will do. Some, not all, but some umpires, they'll start the clock quick because they want to get the heck out of there. If you don't want to umpire or if you don't have time management, don't hurt us. You should pay for a full 60-minute game. And when you flip a coin, you shouldn't do that, right? I miss those days. I miss. Totally miss. You know what I mean? But keep track. If you're the coach, take your scorebook. Blue, what time do you have? My cell phone, I have this time. Is that what you got? Put the game time on there, and you should start monitoring. If you want full games, or when you know how often you as a player says, that game is going quick. We're only in the 4th inning, and we're going to the... Hold them accountable. Keep schedule. Keep time. If you're not doing that, then you're going to get some tomas. So you got to be on top of it, man. And if you're not on top of it, you're not. I'm going to be cutting the show. I almost made the whole time. I'm going to be cutting out. I'm going to be watching my good buddy, Johnny Sanchez, at the local pub. Got some buddies. Said, hey, let's hang out. And after our little Christmas soiree today, we went to the ale house. You know, we're there a little longer talking, you know, my man, Johnny Sanchez, phenomenal musician. He was on The Voice. Maybe I'll show him that one day. But started seeing some of the old cronies trickle in. And, hey, you're going to come back. Where are you going? You're not coming back. Well, guess what? I'm coming back. Because I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to be cutting this out. What's up, Ken? But this weekend, I highly recommend. Those are some things you should be doing this weekend. Monitor the clock. If you're interested in jerseys, the Ichiwawa stuff, West Coast Legend tops, swag, see myself, Joseph Prock. We're always hanging out. Great guys, becoming a really good friend of mine now. We're not gonna have the whole inventory, but we're gonna have enough to probably suit some people. I will have some demos this weekend, as well as Proc. If you want to try them in a game, take them out for BP, or if you want to buy them, you're not going to be disappointed. You know what I mean? You're not. I guarantee it. I have yet to find one person is not happy with what we've done with the bats. And if you don't believe me, go to senior softball and check out what Homeboy has to say. But before I go out, I'm going to show you some other dude. Don't really know him, but he did a bat review for us. And he reviewed the little Mexican. And check him out. Kind of a humorous guy. Whoop. Look at that.
Welcome to the happiest place on earth.
You know, it always got to happen.
You never knew could exist. So you're a new kind of happiest every time you visit.
Skip ads. Skip ads. So check this guy out. Backflip guy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Backflip BP. Today we've got the brand new California Senior Bat Company. This is part of their West Coast Legends series.
I am playing Sunday.
This is the Little Mexican.
That's me.
Leroy Dozal's signature bat.
Wait a second.
It's a 26-ounce, 2-piece.
Oh my God. Listen.
Brand new California Senior Bat Company. This is part of their West Coast Legends series. This is the Little Mexican. Leroy Dozal's signature bat. This is a 26-ounce, 2-piece.
One more time. To hear your name like that, it's awesome.
Brand new California Senior Bat Company. This is part of their West Coast Legends series. This is the Little Mexican. Leroy Dozal's signature bat. This is a 26-ounce, 2-piece. Feels like it's got a big old heavy end load in it, at least an ounce, if
West
not a little
Coast
more.
Legend is my trademark
Super
and
thin
copyrighted.
handle. Got quite a bit of flex to it, so we'll see how that goes. Let's do this. All right, once again, back home at Bicentennial Field. We got 300 all the way around. Got a mixed bag of some Eagle BP Rockets, some Pro-Ms. A couple harder balls thrown in there just for fun. See what this sucker does.
85 miles per hour.
And you can hear the time. This guy's having a good time with the bat, man.
Yep. Senior bats, gotta love them.
97 miles per
Dude,
hour.
that was end cap.
97. But there's one thing I do want to show you with this guy, because I'm going to be hitting out here pretty quick. Checking him out. This is how much fun this guy's having with the little Mexican.
Yeah, when you swing hard. Wow.
Two-piece model.
Worried, like with that flex, you're gonna like
Two-piece model.
Swing out your shoe. Nope.
91 miles per hour.
This might be the craziest bat we've ever seen.
89 miles per hour.
Like the fact that you can just like launch a ball with a. Alright, last two. I don't want to. All boxes. Check. Yeah, dude.
Check it out. Listen.
86 miles per hour.
That's great. What was I thinking in the boardroom creating this thing? Who did that?
I don't even know the guy.
It's gonna be bad. I know.
Never even met the guy. This is the first time I've seen it. Listen.
90 miles per hour.
Don't even matter. Banned in all states. It might be. Jeez Louise. Guess what, guys? There you have it, everybody. This bat blew our minds. Well, it blew my mind, I think, a little more than Aaron's. But I have a feeling it's because I realized this flexi handle, I don't know if you guys see this. It's pretty flexy. But this feels, with the end load and the flex, feels just like my old CF3. That was...
CF3. God dang it. There's a part where he says, hey, it's the furthest ball.
95 miles per hour.
Listen. Last one.
95 miles per hour.
The farthest ball ever! Were you recording?
The furthest ball ever! So if you want to be like that guy and have as much fun, there's going to be a bunch of little Mexicans out there, Twin Creeks and BLD this weekend. Come find me. I'll have CBD. We're going to have West Coast Legend jerseys. We're going to have California Senior Bat sweaters. Also BP shirts, which will look very similar to this guy. And everything. So enjoy your Friday. Be safe. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some fun stuff this weekend because I'll be out at the Creeks tomorrow. I want to say rest in peace, Greg Cerna, because last year this was the tournament we wanted to play after he was kind of doing better with the cancer. So take care of yourselves and enjoy.